everybody where we're going?
We have loaded up Sheila and headed northwest, and we are headed to the Buckhorn Ridge Mount Baldy Fire Tower. Did I say that right?
Yep, Mount Baldy, Buckhorn Ridge. Fire Tower.
Fire Tower, yep.
To spend the night.
Yeah, spend the night. It's kind of cool. Montana will let you, and Idaho and a couple other places will let you rent a fire tower for a night or two to hang out in, stay to. Some you hike to, some you drive up. We're a drive up today, which is nice.
Yeah, we don't have to haul all our stuff up there.
All our stuff up there, but yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. Nice way to help maintain those, keep them paid for, and we're on our way that way.
We had to make a quick stop at the Dollar General because we haven't been to one of these in forever, since we left Mississippi. How do you feel about getting to go to a Dollar General?
It's like a taste of the South.
When's the last time you were at a Dollar General?
Thanksgiving, when we went home to see the
Oh,
folks.
that's right, we did.
Yeah, had to stop there and get ice.
That's right. This time we had to stop and get water and kitty litter.
And we don't have a cat.
And we don't have cats. This last quarter mile of really bumpy road. You want to tell us about the trip up here from the pavement?
You know, it hadn't been that bad. You know, I mean, I've had worse. You know, but you know, nothing we haven't done before. Probably the Jeep probably would have been a better choice, but
I mean, somebody suggested the Jeep.
You know, well, we just we figured, you know, maybe you might need the V10. I don't know. Yeah.
It's been very, very bumpy.
Yeah, been bumpy. A lot of washout, good. And a little bit of snow now, so.
I'm not one to get motion sickness, but I've definitely been feeling a little nauseated.
So far, we haven't had to use four-wheel drive. It hasn't been bad, so.
Other than just super bumpy. I've almost knocked my head on the truck a few times.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Thing is, with us stopping in Libby for lunch at Henry's, which was really good, by the way. Stopping at lunch and a couple of little things we had to buy. With the rental, we've spent a total of $120.
Oh wow.
To stay at this fire tower.
That's good to know. Hey, here's the hiking trail. Yeah, that is straight down. So how much was the rental?
$55.
$55 for one night?
$55 for one night, yeah. And you're allowed to stay, I think, up to 4 nights maybe. I could be wrong. It might be less than that, maybe 3. But we just wanted to do one just to have a little fun.
Yeah.
So, well, you know, I guess we could say it cost a little more because I did fill up the truck. But, you know, as far as not including gas, we spent 120 bucks.
And that's the rental, lunch.
And a couple little things we needed for just for the trip.
Yeah. Oh. There's the bathroom. Not excited about that. Oh, they left us firewood. Little fire pit thing. Cool. I thought this was interesting. Looks like they're weighing it down.
Do you notice the other little house down there?
Yeah, I saw it when we were up there. What is that for?
That may be the generator.
There's a little trail going down to it.
AT&T though, I'm supposed to roam for free.
I don't know. Give us a bathroom tour?
Bathroom tour?
Yeah.
Well, there's your bathroom.
I'm making you do the tour because I'm scared to go in there.
It's gonna be a hole. You have concrete floor. You have a little toilet.
Oh, that's actually not that bad.
And they've even supplied toilet paper already.
That's actually not that bad. It could definitely be worse. And it doesn't even stink.
Nope.
Well, I'm sure it does when you open that.
Yeah,
Nice. It's not terrible.
just gotta remember to bring a flashlight with you.
What?
There's no light in there, you have to bring a flashlight.
Oh. I thought you weren't going to walk me to the bathroom.
Here's the bucket. Oh no, oh, it's got a latch. Okay, good.
What do you think?
Right here.
Two cots? Cute little table, stove.
We got matches. Binoculars, lights,
Oh, cool.
candles, propane,
And games.
cards.
Nice.
A table to eat on. Looks like there's extra mattress, 2 extra mattresses down there.
And a little light.
Yeah, propane light.
Cool. What'd you find?
The pee bucket for men.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious.
Use 10-1, wash 10-1. Sanitize 623.
Has nobody been up here since 8/6/23?
Oh, I'm sure they have, just nobody's used it.
Huh.
And there's some pictures of when it was built.
Yeah, I saw those. This is cool. It's so pretty up here, but I'm not gonna lie. This is a little sketch. You gonna use the bucket to pull our stuff up?
You what?
Are you gonna use the bucket?
Yeah.
Can't remember which way is north. Oh, this is north. So probably looking straight into Canada because we're not far from the Canadian border. So those mountains way off there in the distance are probably Canada. Remember what river that is. Saw a sign for it. So this is cool. This says that Baldy Mountain was first established as a lookout site in 1910, and the tower that we're in today was constructed in 1957. It's 30-foot tall wooden tower, L4 design, whatever that means. The lookout was manned by fire personnel until 1987. So I guess since then they've allowed people to rent it and stay. And like Brian said earlier, they put all that money towards maintenance and improvements. Pretty cool. Well, that worked really well. Did my Diet Coke make it safely? Look at that.
Bear spray.
Nice, we need that.
Oh, I left my pistol downstairs.
We need that too. All right, you want to show us what we brought for this adventure?
So I used the Teton Sports 85, Explorer 85. That's my overnight of choice. Raleigh has the Deuter or Dute or however you say it, the fancy, expensive one from Scandinavia. If I'm not from Scandinavia, I'm sorry. So
It's actually from REI.
yeah, REI. Okay, so first off, in my trusty top part, we have some hand warmers and some body warmers. In case we need them. I don't think we're going to need them. It's pretty toasty in here right now.
Yeah.
And I also have my Gerber knife that I never leave home without. Our spoons for supper tonight. It's going to take them. So I guess we can start with the front. So our front pack, I've got garbage bags, because we didn't know if they had garbage bags or not, which are also used in our new master bathroom. Extra rope and some carabiners. And I have my fire starter, waterproof matches, and my Uberline fire starter, which is the greatest fire starter ever.
And your binoculars, I already took them out.
Oh, and my binoculars.
They're right there.
Okay. Side back here, I've got my coffee dripper, my toothbrush, toothpaste, some camp soap, which all gets hung up if we were out in the woods. This side, I've got 100 feet of rope because I didn't know they would have a rope in a bucket already here, so we were going to haul stuff up. Got a working bucket. Got some of my clothes.
You fit all your clothes in that little pouch?
Yep. Ain't my first rodeo. Under here, we've got our first aid kit.
I'm impressed you remember to bring that.
Yep. So, over here on my wife's, Raleigh's bag, she has, this is the fanciest bag ever.
It's nice.
It's light, it's super light. I just wish it had more pockets. It's got some stretchy things, you know, for pockets, but I wish it had a few more zip pockets. But it's a 50 plus 10, so it can actually expand. Unlike mine, this one will unzip the sleeping bag compartment inside, so you can have an extra 10 cubic inches or whatever you want to call it of space.
I think the 10 is on the top. Like the extra 10 is on the top.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Anyway,
maybe.
yeah.
But yours unzips, mine won't.
Yeah.
So, in here we've got pillowcases, because our camp pillows, they aren't the most comfortable when you blow them up. And tissues. We've got her puffer jacket right here.
Which matches my bag pretty perfectly.
Matches her bag. Yeah.
Same color and everything.
An extra bottle of water, even though we brought a gallon with us. On the side, I have bungee cord and extra batteries for the flashlights and the lanterns.
Nice.
Yeah. Bungee cord is to lock the inside of the door. But believe me, between the 45 and that axe, if somebody's after us, they deserve to get us. Okay, so moving inside. These are going to be kind of random just because of space. But we have our oatmeal, some oatmeal, put in oatmeal, some tortillas to go with our breakfast, whatchamacallits, the scrambles in the morning.
That'll be good.
So,
oh, we forgot to bring that little pouch of, didn't we?
Hot sauce?
Yeah, didn't we get like a little camp salsa or something? Or no, maybe we did never buy it.
No, we put them in the guest baskets downstairs.
No, not those. At Cabela's, they had little pouches of salsa.
Oh, no, we didn't get them now. So we got our breakfast in the morning, so we've got oatmeal and our 2 breakfast skillets. Peak Refill. Peak seems to be pretty good.
Yeah.
We enjoy those pretty well.
My favorite brand so far.
Well,
did you bring salt and pepper?
No. That's in my day pack. Go figure, right?
Yeah, I figured that would have been top on your list.
Right. I thought about it at one point too, and I just forgot to get it. I don't like. It's another thing I don't like is how it works. So for dinner tonight, we have a Peak venison country casserole.
That one's good.
Kind of tastes like a Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it kind of tastes like dressing.
Yeah, it tastes kind of like dressing and stuff. It's pretty good. And we are going to try our local company here in Kalispell. Right on the trip. Some bolognese that they got here. So, difference between this one and that one is you have to boil this one. Mm-hmm. And you actually cook this one, whereas that one you kind of just put it in the pouch.
Yeah.
So, right, moving on. Lantern number 1 needs batteries. I want batteries. There's no good. Oh, there goes. Lantern number 1. Lantern number 2. Lantern number 3. Which also serves as a signal if there was ever an emergency that you can see that in the night. So.
Yeah. Cool. We just got that at like Walmart, right?
Yep, Walmart. Bowl for her, insulated bowl for her, insulated bowl for me. Got these at REI, didn't we? Mm-hmm. Yep. There we go. My puffer jacket. Our rumple blanket.
One of my favorite pieces of camping equipment now.
It's pretty light. I'm surprised. It's
Nice.
It's warm.
Down blanket.
It's warm, yep. So pretty cool, pretty cool. There's our AirPad 1, AirPad 2. Jetboil. And fuel. So that's my pack. Okay. Moving on. Raleigh's Jetboil. We probably didn't need 2 Jetboils, but I got up here and I thought, well, what if the Jetboil doesn't work?
Well, and this way we can cook both meals at the same time too.
That's true. That is true.
Since one has to cook in the pot and one just needs water.
Raleigh's camping pillow. Which, by the way, she's cleaned the window seat over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you sleep near the door in case a bear comes in.
Okay, so she's got her hair accessories.
That's not hair accessories. That's my toiletries. And that's
Her
my clothes.
Your clothes weren't that much bigger than mine.
Yeah, I didn't realize mine was pretty small too.
Her insulated booties.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you remembered those.
I don't think you're going to need them, but you know.
No.
And an extra fuel. So that's pretty much it. And then the grand finale on both of them. Is more sleeping bags. We use the Coast Rail Outdoors single XL extra long, 90 inches. These go down to I think these are 20 degrees.
Okay. Yeah, it says 34 degrees comfort, 23 limit, and then -11 extreme.
Yeah, it means negative 11 it ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
But
And we just got those on Amazon, right?
yeah, the order Amazon. They're really light. They're only just like maybe 5 or 6 pounds, I think, at the most. But they're square. They're not mummy bags because I like to move around and all that. As you can see, they're super fun to get out of your bag. Even more so than yours. I'm sure they probably make like super lightweight, small bags, probably.
Or you can just attach it to the top of your pack,
Yeah,
which is what most people do.
that's true.
Mine came out easier than yours.
Right.
All right. That pretty
That's a
much everything?
whole house in 2 bags.
Well, and then we also have, of course,
Oh yeah, we got like
the
miscellaneous
Garmin
stuff.
bug spray, not bear spray,
Big bug bear spray.
and headlamp, and then just like random stuff like our books, a little bug zapper, paper towels, and we brought the iPad just in case we decided we wanted to watch something.
Wide. You can see wide, so you can actually get in there and turn around. I'm a stomach sleeper, so it's nice to be able to get in there and turn around. And these come with extra flannel to keep your feet warm if you need it. And they're also connectable.
Oh gosh. All right, Mr. Taylor. Explain what you're doing here. So we brought our privacy tent up here with our camp toilet because going down there in the middle of the night just didn't sound like fun.
You guys don't know my wife, do you?
But it's broken, which is fine because
it's old.
It's old. It's very old, and Brian's creative. So explain how you set this up.
Okay, so you know you can save the world with duct tape and a good old carabiner. Okay,
True, true.
So we've got our toilet magnifique in here, but you better hope you're pointing the right way when you squat.
And explain how the toilet works.
Put a bag in there, you put some kitty litter in there, you do your business, and
Add a
put
little
some
more,
kitty litter in.
and there's no smell.
Yep. Did you get 2 bags? Use 2 bags.
Okay.
2 bags.
I only brought one, so I'll get another one.
Yep. So it goes on there. So anyway, trusty hold all carrier that my wife bought for me. Use it for backpacking, hold my backpack up, you know, my food bag, anything like that. So
It holds like
put
what,
the
like
strap-
100 pounds or something
yeah,
like that?
Will hold pounds. So strapped it on there. I put this one on there. I don't think it's going to hold. I thought maybe it would just brace that for a second. But anywho, clip on the carabiner in here. So when you go to the bathroom, whichever side you're coming from, you just come over here, unclip, sit inside, wrap yourself up like a nice bathroom taco, and
Bathroom taco.
and then come out and unclip.
Nice.
And that should keep it from any wind from blowing it away or anything like that. So,
And this view.
yep. I mean, yeah, if you want to, like, you know, do your business and poke your head out, you know. I mean, so, you know, kind of.
There are worse places
I mean,
to do
yeah,
your
you know,
business.
You know,
Or you get a demo.
yeah. So,
Nice.
It's going to work.
Good job.
One camp chair. I mean, you know.
We only brought one chair. Now we have another one. What do you think?
Not a bad camping spot.
No. It smells so good up here. The
Should we tell Where's Wiseman they could get their teardrop up here?
yeah, it would take them a while.
Yeah. Of course, why would you want it when you got that, right?
Yeah. It's pretty nice accommodations. It's so quiet.
Yeah.
It smells like the alpine smell.
Not a soul for 50 miles. Really pleased with the Mount Baldy Buckhorn Fire Tower, Lookout Tower, whatever you want to call it. Super awesome campsite. Couldn't ask for better.
I'm just glad there were no mice in the mouse traps.
No
I
mice.
was nervous about mice.
No mice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Not too shabby. Huh. What were we, 65, 80, something like that?
Yeah, 65 something.
65 something. 66 at the top of the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Not a bad place to have a whole mountain to yourself. Got this really cool rock fire pit. That was a nice bonus.
Mm-hmm.
All that heat coming off the back of the rock, that's kind of nice.
It's so quiet. And the alpine smell.
Sun's
It's
trying to break
amazing.
through. Yep.
The bugs were kind of bad when we first got here, but
They're gone now. Yeah.
they've died off. I think when the wind picked up, it kind of, they went and hid somewhere or something.
Yeah, they all probably went up into the tower.
We'll find them tonight.
Can't even tell. Well, there's the 24, so I'm right above the 24, right? Or right under it.
Yeah, this was 20.
Add the sauce.
That's cool. It's like the whole thing's like it's just like a dehydrated marinara sauce.
Yep.
Or, I mean, not marinara, but like dehydrated tomato and dehydrated onion and garlic.
Yep. It's made in-house at Chelmsford. Add beef and noodles to the pot and boil for 30 to 5 minutes. You're on. You're boiling too. Heat is off. And now we let it simmer for 3 minutes. And that is cooking with Brian.
Mine was a lot easier. Boiling water in a bag. Just let it sit.
And we have Right on Tricks beef bolognese.
I don't even know if we can see it. Ooh, that looks good.
Beef. Spaghetti.
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 It looks good.
All right.
Thank you.
Well, I tell you, they say it's enough for 2 people, but man, 3 people could eat on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I forgot salt and pepper.
It smells good.
All right. Are we still recording?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, how is it?
I haven't tried it yet. It looks very hot. Oh, hot.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good, though.
It tastes really good.
Yep.
For a dehydrated meal,
Not bad at all.
that is really good.
That is Right on Tricks bolognese. Spaghetti.
Let me see it. Made in Montana in small batches. Nice. It does say to cook longer at higher elevations, but this is fine. Like maybe it meant higher than 6,500 feet.
Yeah, my noodles are perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even the little chunks of... Does it have chunks of beef in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they're cooked perfectly too. You realize we're having an Italian meal in a fire tower at 6,500 feet on top of a mountain, all alone in the middle of the Yak in Montana.
Heaven.
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 That wasn't good at all.
Okay.
So you were saying that you think you said that they, instead of dehydrating the food, they actually freeze dry it.
Maybe. It's one or the other. I can't remember what it is.
It's probably that, because I think they usually dehydrate it, the food.
Maybe. Maybe that's what it is.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do we rate the Right on Trek?
Are we comparing it to like food or backpacking food?
Backpacking food.
I think it gets like a 9 or a 10 as far as backpacking food.
Yeah.
It takes a little longer to cook, so I guess maybe that would be the 9. Is you're going to have to get your pot dirty. You know, you're not just going to boil water and put it in the bag and not worry about it.
Yeah.
So you are going to have to clean your pot afterwards. But the taste was good.
Yeah, I would probably
It
do
was
like
really good taste.
I would probably do like an 8 or a 9. It's really good.
All right, you get the next one.
Oh, okay. So now we're going to break open the venison country casserole.
We have had this one before.
And we brought this one because we knew we liked it and we had not had the other one. So we were unsure how the Right on Trek was going to turn out. It doesn't look appetizing, but it's delicious. It's basically just rice, vegetables, and venison.
It smells like Thanksgiving.
And good seasoning. I wonder if they put sage in it. I wonder if that's why it gives us the venison. I mean, the Thanksgiving. No, there's no sage in it. But it does. It just it reminds you of like Thanksgiving, like dressing or something.
It's good. If you like deer, you'll like it. It's got just a hint of the gamey flavor from the deer. But, so, you know, it doesn't taste like elk or moose or anything like that. But it's a little bit on the gamier side. But it is good. It's very good. It's got nice big vegetables in it. Carrots, green beans. You know, like I said, a lot of deer. And there's like a cream sauce or something like that in it.
Yeah.
So.
I was just looking at the ingredients. It's a cream sauce. It has like milk, heavy cream, and then there's onions, carrots, green beans, canola oil, flour, a vegetarian chicken bouillon. I wonder why vegetarian. And then in the bouillon, it's got like onion powder, garlic powder, celery powder, carrot powder, turmeric, and then some other spices, and then white rice.
So the only drawback is it is very high calorie, very high sodium.
Well, this is actually fewer calories than this one was.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
The Right on Trek was more. The Right on Trek had more sodium too.
Wow.
So the Peak meal actually has fewer calories, less sodium. It does have higher fat content. And then it has...
That's from the milk and the cream, probably.
Yeah. And it has... The Right on Trek has way more protein. Interesting.
But in a normal situation, you've hiked all day, so it kind of offsets it.
We cheated. We drove right up to the fire tower.
Nope. But we did have to climb the stairs. Cheers.
All right. Thoughts on the venison country casserole?
I like it.
1 to 10. Backpacking meals.
Or 7.
I'd maybe do... I do like it, but I'd maybe do like a 6 or a 7.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
And it's really good after you're tired from hiking all day and hungry.
Yeah.
But you know, we shouldn't have started with the spaghetti.
I was about to say that. We ate the good one first. I guess there's no question which one was our favorite out of the two. So, we'll be repurchasing the Right on Trek.
Yep. Now I gotta go do dishes.
Bear Stories and Lookout Tales. We're going to read that tonight. See if we can attract some bears with a wild berry jam donut candle. You're reading the log. We have to remember to write in it before we leave.
August 6, 2014. For 27 years, the Forest Service paid me to be on the lookout. Now I am paying them, but it's worth it.
That's funny.
Good morning. It is a bright, shiny morning. Which, by the way, the morning started at 4 a.m.
4:30.
4:30. We got some good video of that, you know. But really great. Our little...
The sun was blinding at 6 a.m.
Yeah. It was definitely here. So you might want to zip up in your bag or bring you like a little eye cover or something like that if you want to sleep a little later. But you definitely got to see the sunrise. Kind of cool. Temperature is nice outside. It's not cold. Got a little cool last night, but our little heater there did the trick. It stayed. We set it at 60. We like to sleep a little cooler, and with our bags and everything, we never got cold through the night. So it did good. So view of the area this morning. A beautiful day. And as you can see, our little bathroom burrito did its job last night when you had to get up in the middle of the night. She appreciated me not using the can that was supplied. In a few minutes, it is breakfast time. Okay, so for breakfast we're having some oatmeal, I'm going to have some oatmeal, and we've got the breakfast skillet from Peak. eggs, sausage, potatoes, peppers, and we brought a couple of tortillas with us. Have some breakfast burritos. And
Forgot the salsa.
Forgot the salsa or the hot sauce. Not to mention, I forgot the coffee this morning.
You want to tell us what you wrote in the trail log? I guess the fire tower log.
So we are the first to log 2024. So there's been people before us, but they just haven't logged. And, I just said, we had an amazing time. It's a beautiful place. We can't wait to come back. This is going to be just a fantastic lookout. And then I kind of told him keep an eye out for a little buck that likes to come up for his dinner and to check out the Cairn Garden over here by the springs. So, pretty cool. We'll be back.
Nice. Are you boiling yet?
Not yet.
Okay. We'll be back.
So 16 ounces in each one. Let's see if I can do this. Pretty close. Okay. I probably put a little more water now.
I thought you got 16.
I think I was right at it.
Alright, then we seal them up and let them sit for minimum 15 minutes. Smells like eggs, peppers, and onions. Breakfast in 15.
And we're back.
Ready for breakfast?
For your culinary interests.
Oh my gosh, you're such a dork.
We have burritos, sans anything that makes you burrito. No salsa, no hot sauce, salt, or pepper,
There's salt and pepper in the egg stuff.
Alright, so still a little watery. But it's alright.
We overwater it.
Just a little bit probably. But it'll be okay.
We should get a collapsible measuring cup
Yeah. That makes
to
sense.
keep with our stuff. Because it has...
I can't measure.
Huh?
That's because I can't measure.
Well... I mean, it has the measurements in the
Let's see.
in the pot, but like it's kind of hard to see them.
So it's eggs, potatoes, all that good stuff.
Peppers,
Peppers,
onions,
onions.
sausage. No cheese.
No.
Does it taste okay?
No. Definitely could have used the salsa and stuff, but oh well. We did overwater it just a little bit.
That's gonna make for a sloppy burrito.
We put 32 ounces in the pot, though.
When it's set for 20, it says minimum 15. So it sat for enough time.
Yep, got a feeling it's going to be a messy burrito.
Because it's very juicy. Because of the water.
Yep. It's a burrito.
It's pretty good. So out of all the breakfast meals, the backpacking meals, is Peak your favorite? Or is there another brand you like?
Yeah, pretty good. Peak is pretty good. I generally kind of lean towards the granolas and the oatmeals. You know, so I don't really do a lot of the hotter breakfast, but yeah, it's pretty good. Mountain House is pretty good. I haven't tried that new one that's out.
We should get some of those and do a taste test. If we go on like a hike or something one day.
Yep. Well, we will see you after breakfast. Okay, so in the lookout, as I was plundering, we found Bear Stories and Lookout Tales, the Three Rivers Ranger District, and it was written by Bob Graham. Right, it looks like around 1989. And I thought I'd read a little thing about this lookout tower, but before I read that, he specifically said that this is written for my grandchildren. It is not written for my sons. They've heard all these stories 1,000 times, and I'm sure they're bored with them. So if we skip ahead, and there's all sorts of tales in here where he's seen, bears and bear cubs in trees, and 1946, all kinds of stuff. Just wolves, where he saw wolves up here, so great stories. But the real quick one here will be about Mount Baldy. And Baldy was the first lookout to go up each year. It was a fairly easy 4-mile hike by trail from the Yak River Road up to the lookout. This short trail meant a better chance to have visitors than Roderick, which is much more remote. More mail, see people, fresh food. That was the good side of Baldy. But Baldy was one of the oldest lookouts in the forest, let alone the district. It was a log cabin, an old log cabin. They had built a 5-foot by 5-foot cupola on top of the cabin to mount the Osborne firefighter in. Then a hole had been cut through the floor of the cupola, through the cabin roof, and then on through the ceiling. The ladder was then nailed up through this series of holes so that you could climb straight up into the cupola. Nice. You didn't have to go outside. There was also an outside stairway up the side of the cabin, across the roof, to the catwalk around the cupola, in case you wanted to go up that way. So this part we're staying in is looks like maybe the original cupola part of it, that they just extended on steps, or they may rebuild the whole thing. I don't know. Another thing about a log cabin is you just can't make it tight enough to keep mice and pack rats out. Mice, they were the cute brown and white field mice. All I had to do was keep my food stored so they couldn't get into it. They didn't really bother me. But the pack rats were something else. They would get into anything: clothes, letters, sleeping bag, and chew it up. I kept up a constant war with them. I had a .22 rifle with me and shot a lot of them, but it didn't seem to make a dent in the population that lived above my ceiling. At night, they sounded like they were having a square dance up there. Baldy overlooked Spread Creek on the north. To the east, you could see where the Yak post office was and see car lights on the road at night. South, you were looking right down to the Sylvanite, about 9 miles away. It was pretty well centrally located. Thank you, Mr. Graham.
There was one that said 1946, the second year. So I guess 1945 was his first year up here.
Mm-hmm.
So these are all from around that time. These stories. Nice. It's cool that he left that up here.
Well, breakfast is over. Now it's time to clean up and pack up.
Yep. All right. Well, we've kind of made a mess since we've been here. All of our stuff spread out all over the place. We actually burned this Bath and Body Works candle for a little while last night until I started thinking about maybe attracting bears. so we blew that out. All right, well, we'll be back once we've cleaned up. Everything's all nice and clean, swept. Got all our stuff out. We left paper towels and toilet paper because we used the paper towels that were in here. And on our way out. Stairs are very shallow. Just about ready to leave.
Do what?
Are we just about ready to leave?
Just about. Go up and get my pack and throw the trash in the back, and we are out the door.
We have to go look at the cairn garden first.
Okay.
So what tips do you have for somebody coming to stay in a fire tower?
Just be sure to look and see if it's a drive to or if you have to trek, because just remember you got to bring all your stuff, your water, your food, clothing, paper towels, all that kind of stuff. You got to bring everything. So make sure you know what you're getting into first, because usually it's going to be steep no matter where you go.
And even if you're driving, you definitely want some sort of truck or Jeep, because this is definitely off-roading. I mean, technically there's a road, but it is very rough.
Yeah, we didn't have to use four-wheel drive on this one, but I'm sure there's some where you do.
I would also say there are no like linens or anything, so remember sleeping bag. And I mean, technically there were pillows there, so we did bring pillowcases, but I was too creeped out to use it even with a pillowcase, so I used my camp pillow.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Other than that, it's a fantastic experience.
10 out of 10 recommend?
10 out of 10.
Alrighty.